the thing you like least about playing against your brother is?
I don't know. We've done pretty well against them, so nothing really so far.
As an individual player?
Oh, like he's definitely, like when I'm playing on the wing, it's definitely hard. He's moving a lot on the blue line, and it's hard to stay with him.
All right, do you ever hang that over his head at all, just the success that you guys have had over them?
Honestly, not really, no. I don't, it's nice when these games come up, but I really don't care, other than that.
Do you think that he wants to score? I mean, obviously he always wants to score, but he's the only one left to score against the others. You both have goals against.
Yeah, I don't even know. We wouldn't even know that, but I'm sure at some point he'll get one.
Nice to kind of have this extra day here where you guys can spend a little time because, with the NHL season, it can be hard.
Yeah, I mean, they played last night, so not like we got to see them much, but it's definitely nice to have a day today.
One of the things that's made Quinn have so much success, it seems like each year he's gotten better and better. When you watch him up close in the summer, how is he able to improve so much each year?
Just keep him working on his game, and he's pretty focused. So I think, like you said, every year he comes back better and better.
I know it's the typical line of questioning, but just how much fun do these kind of moments bring you guys as a family? Not just you and your brothers, but everybody.
Yeah, I think it's really special for our entire family, and obviously really special for the three of us just to play together, and it's really nice to see him. So it's always great coming here and playing them, and it's really, really awesome for our family. So
I have to ask, because both you and Jack have goals against the Canucks. Oldest brother Quinn still. Do you ever hang that over his head?
No, I definitely don't have that over his head. But he's an unbelievable player, and we're gonna have a really hard time stopping him, and trying to contain him, and it's gonna be a really good game. So,
in your eyes, what makes him so dynamic?
I think just his deception off the blue line, his skating, his playmaking abilities. How he thinks the game, and he's a real student of the game, and is always trying to make himself better, every day. And I'm lucky enough to see it in the summers how hard he works and how hard he trains, and it's just a great role model. And hopefully we have a good game against them. So,
who's the most studious about the game, or do you all sort of?
I think it's all in our own different ways. I think everyone has to study it. I think the league's too good, and you've played so much that you have to keep learning, you have to keep growing and getting better as a player. You'll get left behind.
You mentioned how he seems to improve every year. Where did you see his biggest growth in his game this last summer coming into this year?
I don't know. I think it's just trying to improve on every aspect of your game. It's not like one thing you're trying to work on or he's trying to work on. I think it's definitely we work on our goal scoring a lot, and playmaking on the offensive blue line, and try to perfect that as much as he can and as much as I can.
Changing topics to last time out, you and Pesci had really, really good defensive underlying numbers. Basically didn't give anything up when you were out there. How do you feel like you guys are growing as a pair, and what have you learned now 3 games in playing with him?
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting our feet under us, 3 games in, trying to get going, and, he's a unreal player, he's got a really good stick, and, is really long and lengthy and can definitely skate, so, it makes it really fun playing with him, and, being able to squeeze and be tight on a rope there. I think we're going to be really good together, and, we just got to keep on going and getting more comfortable and better with each other every day.
Does it ever get old, kind of, that notion of playing against your brothers?
Probably not, just because we've only played together in a game once. So, just excited to see them, hang out with them tonight, and then tomorrow will be, business day.
And what have you seen from the growth of Luke? Obviously, he's only played a couple games right now, but just from how well you know him, and you obviously play the same position, what is it like kind of watching him flourish right now?
Obviously he's just getting back in the swing of things, but not easy to get into it without having exhibition games or camp or any of that, but I think he's done well, and the further and further he goes on, he's going to continue to get more comfortable and elevate his game, but I think he's been really good, and I skate with him in the summer and just see some of the tools he has. He's going to be, an amazing defenseman.
So I didn't know if you wanted to jump. I didn't know if you wanted to jump in there. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Parents here, does that happen every time? Like family, friends, every time?
Yeah, I think it's just obviously more people when we play in New Jersey, just because all our family's down there. But yeah, my parents always try to make it out, and why wouldn't they? They should enjoy the game, and yeah.
What can you tell us about how different Jack and Luke's personalities are, and also how they mesh well together, or if they don't?
Yeah.
I know one's cleaner than the other. I've been told that.
I don't know. They're. I think all of us have traits that are the same, and obviously differences that make us different or unique. And they have a great friendship, and they live together, and they do a great job together. And yeah, I mean, Luke's probably a little bit more relaxed at times, and Jack's I don't know. They're both pretty funny guys, and yeah.
How long do you think Jack will let Luke live with him?
As long as he wants, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think they love it, and we live together in the summer too, and do that as long as we can as well.
Thanks, Quinn. Appreciate
Thanks.
it. Well, let's start there. A little weird being on the other side.
Yeah, it was weird coming to the rink today, and you go in the same door that we used to come in, but then now you're taking a left instead of going right. So it was a little weird, but saw some old friends and saw some old trainers and stuff. So it's always nice to see some familiar faces.
Obviously, it's tough because there's an injury to the team to come up. But for you, when did you find out, and sort of what has your last 24 hours been like? 'Cause I know Utica was back and forth with Laval for a bit there.
Yeah, I found out, I guess, sort of been Sunday night at 10:30 after the game. I was actually watching it and saw a laser go down, and yeah, you never want to see somebody get hurt. It's not fun, and obviously I'm benefiting from it, but it's not something you wish upon anyone. And obviously I'm hoping for a speedy recovery for him. I think he's a key part of this team and the energy he brings. So hopefully I can be half as much of an Energizer Bunny as he is, and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, when you were up here last year for a short time, obviously you were productive in those couple of games. Your preseason numbers were really good in terms of your underlying. So I feel like you coming in with a lot of confidence based off even how you started down in Utica too.
Yeah, I mean it's been a bit of a struggle down there getting wins. Personally, I've felt good on the ice, skating well, making plays. I think it goes to show what guys are doing in the off season now. Everyone kind of comes into camp and into the season feeling pretty good. So I'm happy to see that the hard work is paying off, and I get another opportunity to come up here and play in the best league in the world.
Did you play, I'm trying to remember, with Bastian in a couple games last year when you were up? Were you on the same line as?
I think the first game I played with Basti, and then the second game I played with Hallie and Merce, I think, in Tampa. So yeah, 2 games, 2 different lines, but I mean, it's my second camp now. I'm familiar with everyone here, and I mean, I said it last year too. Everyone makes you feel so welcome. It's a great organization to be a part of, and great group of guys.
You're from Alberta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, quite a trip then.
Yeah, it's going back. Yeah, former team the first game, and I got family out west here too, and and then going to Calgary. I mean, I grew up there. I got tons of friends. Already got a million messages already that I got to deal with. So, but it's good. I mean, anytime I can go home and see my family, see my brother, I don't see him very much. He works shift work during the summer, so it's always hard to connect with him all the time. And so it'll be nice to go home and see some family.
Sheldon, obviously calling up Justin here, knowing that Lazar isn't going to be able to play for a bit. What do you know of him as a player, and what do you sort of expect in that role?
Veteran guy. He's been around a long time, both AHL and NHL. He's been in this position a lot through his career. So, and he's done it with the Devils as well. And so I know our coaching staff, guys that have worked with him, like him and have confidence in him. So, he's a guy who's gonna work hard, but he's got good skill, good head about him. My memory of him was going head-to-head against him in the Calder Cup with the Toronto Marlies when he was in Texas some years ago, which he was an outstanding player then. And, so, we need him to come in and give us some good minutes and good games here. And he looks like he's excited to be here.
What made him outstanding in that series there?
He just played hard, made a ton of plays. I didn't know a lot about him. We never played against Texas, never played against that conference in the American League. So seeing them in the final, I quickly got up to speed on him. That was a big factor in that series.
looks like maybe depending on how things were today that Bass might be going back into the lineup, or is that just more of a trying to even out those defensive partners at practice today? Is that with putting Dermy in?
Yeah, no, Bass will go back in. I think it just they'll be out on the road here, and Bass he's played some good hockey for us, so we want to get him back in the lineup. And losing Lazar is, of course, a penalty killer for us, right-handed forward. So it's good timing, of course, to get Bass back involved.
When you took him out, and I asked you about it, you said, obviously you want to get Dermy in, but he was considered a healthy scratch. Is there anything more you need to see from Bass, or was it just a numbers kind of game?
No, there's some things I need to see from him. He knows what they are, but he's given us a lot of good minutes. I'm not down on him. I think he's just a little bit, of an opportunity for him to kind of reflect on his overall game. But he's given us good minutes, and he's been an important player for us, and he'll continue to be.
When Luke and Brett Pesce were on the ice a couple days ago, they didn't allow a shot on goal the entire game. How have you kind of seen them already start to grow and adapt as a pair over the first week?
Yeah, I think they're both really good players, and they're different. I think they complement each other well, and I think just the more reps that they get, they'll get more comfortable together. But also their individual game's going to continue to grow as well. And then Luke is still a very young player in the league, and clearly established himself last season, but he's also going to continue to get better and better the more experience that he gains in the league, and the way that it's all worked out to have someone like Pesce on his right side, I think serves him well in that regard too.